the thing you use to get internet? Router. That's the thing. So maybe we have internet. Maybe we don't. As in, maybe it crashes a router. Yeah. Maybe it absolutely explodes while live. Update your details. Shut up, man. Let me see something. No, wait. I'm live. What am I doing? I'm live. I have to start the timer. There we go. Good evening. Here we are after a while. We are live, no? Yeah. I'm not that crazy. Let me copy this link here. Discord here. And it goes to here. No. This channel, yeah. Plus. Can you delete this? Yeah. I found out something incredible. Peak doesn't really have an ending. No, okay. No. I'm lying. I'm actively lying. I'm amazing. Peak has something funny going on, and that is it has multiple difficulties. So I'm here to play until like difficulty. I think the maximum is like a difficulty 7. Is that the goal? I will have to see, like. I think I saw enough stuff to actually be capable of winning at least one run. At the very least. One run. That's like a given, no? But or rather win in normal difficulty, yeah. But winning on the highest difficulty, that's crazy. Do streamers play on that? Like, what's up? I have never seen people do that. I don't know. Can happen, yes. Let me settings. I got something to test. We are going to hear it because I did it. We are doing it live, but I need to test this thing anyways. So, this page silent. I open this. I emulate. This thing makes noise, no? Yeah, we have a double audio. There we go. Ah, there we go. Now I can mute that. Wait a second. Ah, amazing. Okay, there we go. No more noise from that. Good enough. So I can close this now. I can close this right there. Anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something like important. Who knows? I didn't take any notes today. It was very slow. I didn't really take any notes about what was gonna be the thing in itself that we were gonna be talking about while I came here. So yeah. What if I actually needed to say something? Don't worry. We're going to figure out a method or something meanwhile. Let me open this. Let me open this. Mute. There we go. Ah, it doesn't really matter. I have the desktop audio muted right now, no? Yeah. So you didn't have to hear. That's actually great. No, wait. You actually did. Anyways, like the alerts are still included in this scene, so this is getting impossible for you to not hear it. Can't happen. Besides that, what else? This thing, why is this thing not working? What's up with this? Huh? What's up with you? You two have a problem with me? Do you just not want to work? What's up, man? I know what's the problem. Let me open it like this. And now it will work. Yeah, there we go. What an amazing application. Okay, there we go. Everything is in place. It seems like. Also, why do I sound like I am dying? Great question. I have no answer actually. So far, it just happened. Tip. You can change your saved launch option in app properties. What? Steam Cloud. What's up with this? What? Anyway, it can happen, I guess. So, I don't really think I have anything in storage to do, so where are we? I have to assume so, no? I am kinda dying of heat in this place, but what does a little bit of heat do anyways? Have you never endured some hotness in your life? This has to be it. I didn't even open the game. I am amazing. What? Why did I disappear? What's up? There we go. Let me open the game. Let's see. I think it has like music at the beginning or something. I don't know. Whatever. Do you wanna open? Even? It is the end of the weekend? Yes, it is the end of the weekend. Welcome. Wait, aren't you American? Don't American people say that the end of the weekend is like Saturday and that the new weekend begins on Sundays sometimes? But welcome. Very welcome. Hope you're well. There we go, yeah. It has some music, I wasn't crazy. It has some beginning music. Game, do you wanna get captured? Ah, what? No, what? It was capturing the game. Okay. There we go. Peak has been established. This time we have to win a run. I want to win a run. This has to go well. This has to happen. This has to be win, won, gained, done. But yeah, good evening. After a long while, let me come over here. After a long while of trying, we discovered that. Why is the mountain ever silent? Can happen. We discovered that they are picky. Really hard actually, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't. What? What are you pointing at? Huh? Piggy's way too complicated. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready to know that, yeah, Piggy's this fucking difficult to actually win on. But anyways, we can do it. We can win a run for sure this time around. Besides that, I don't know. Live has been so great. Ah. Let me start. What? Wait, what did that thing say there? What? Heat 7? No, what? Wait. What did... doesn't matter. Probably we can win anyways. So, it doesn't even truly matter at all. Wow. It had a hole over here. I didn't know that. And there is also like an achievement that you can win. I haven't actually learning so much to be capable of winning. Wow. I'm trying my best to not lose anymore. I said, yeah, you know what? This game is gonna be easy peasy. It wasn't, so now I cannot really say anymore of that. We can keep pushing no matter what. This time it has to be a win. How many times can one fail before that very same failure gains the weight of being no more acceptable? How many times has one to encounter that indeed I wanted to achieve so many things, but in the end I was not capable of achieving what I wanted anyways. So yeah, this time around this is going to be a win. This has to be a win. I come mentally prepared to not lose. That's my message to it. So yeah, I don't know, something about motivation and the spirit of the person and the desires of the human being and the things that move you forward and such. That's all that this is about, basically. The encounter with hardships and the acceptance that even if there are hard things sometimes, doesn't mean that it is time to say no, there is nothing else to try. Here, one can try and see if in the act of trying there is the reward of finding out how much can truly be done, or if indeed there is just the encounter with the failure itself. We will see. Oh my god! Those leaves didn't have any hitbox? Ah, amazing. Okay. Sorry. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't start the run with that mentality. What am I standing on? What? What was keeping me? What? Was that like my head keeping me moving? What? Anyway. I don't know. What is that flare? That actually makes me curious. Wait, what? Let me check. What is that flare actually? Montreal? What? It says MO on my browser, so no clue. Amazing. Also, how do I get here? I think... There we go. Beautiful. Here we are. Explorer. Oh my god, two of this? So great. And energy drink also? In this. And there was another luggage here. Good. This and these two. Okay. With this we are Gucci. Still will say. I don't know, I have seen so many things actually. I don't really understand it, or not that I don't understand, it's always difficult to be capable of feeling like one is approaching video games from the correct perspective. Some time ago I remember I mentioned something about the whole aspect of how games have the extended existence within themselves in terms of you're not really just, you don't gain everything that you should be gaining in relationship to the game itself, within the game. Nowadays, it's almost always possible to consult a wiki or something, and well, that is useful. It might as well not be. I don't think just what the developers intended in terms of, oh wow, I am learning out these mechanics not through my own gameplay, I guess, but rather through what others can teach me and whatnot. And yeah, that is to some degree true, but it also is about the aspect of the game itself isn't really that full with things. You rather learn about things through the consumption of external information in a way in which the game doesn't make enough sense. It needs to be explained by an external factor, and that makes the in itself, not from the developer side, but from the experience of the user, something along the lines of maximizing fun and whatnot. Okay, it also has a lot to do with the realization that, yeah, sadly, you don't really get to play an entire game, or yeah, a game entirely crafted by itself. Rather, you have to always be consuming something like that if you want to properly progress, so to speak. Not even that it is absolutely true, but it's the lack of effort, I guess, from the developer side to make it be full without anything else. And I don't think it is bad in that sense, but rather it's weird to see how accepted it gets that, yeah, I will have to watch some tutorials and whatnot, and I will have to... Can I not fall down? Okay. And I will have to watch some guides and whatnot. I think I continue over there, no? I'm going entirely the wrong way. Can happen. Also, why is it so dark sometimes? Yeah, something tells me that I chose the wrong direction, actually. Can I jump over there? Yeah, I... Oh my god, I didn't even take fall damage. Amazing. Ow. What makes you... What? What decides that this isn't a walkable surface? What? Can happen, I guess. The least a random thing ever. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's properly explained, actually. It also is out the whole quality of the game requiring so much to be playable in itself. Like, you don't truly get to play peak unless you watch all those tutorials and unless you consume all of that information. There are some, I don't know, I feel like some mechanics are clear enough, some others are not truly at all indicated, and that is partially. There is always the component of this is by default a game created with multiple people in mind, so you accept that what you are going to be playing will have that component of shared information in terms of, yeah, my friend saw this before and they understood this piece of information, so they can teach me that. And because of that, I also get to know it. And because of that, now we get to get even further into the whole Iceland and whatnot. No, not here. But, I don't know. I don't really... I feel like much of the conversation around Pig is also about things that, like, one random person at some point in the game entire life discovered, and after that everyone else just said, yeah, so true, man. But we can win. The point is we can win. This will be the run that goes well. This will be the one that does the soap that we were looking for. Also, I'm going in the wrong direction, aren't I? Like, I feel like it will be easier to go over here, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is more like human design, so to speak. The other one was like a perpendicular wall. A perpendicularly vertical wall, rather. Ah. Well, whatever. What is the noise sometimes? It's like the foot being tracking the ground, I don't know. But yeah, it's... Even so, I don't know, I think that games always have that difficulty of being understandable enough complicated, like, if a game is way too easy, unavoidably one as a player isn't going to really have that much of a great time. They are quite boring actually, when they have a no aspect of actual difficulty, so you need something that is hard to fully understand on one hand, but on the other, when they get to be too easy, in this case, it's not even about the difficulty, it's about the confusingness of it. You need to have consumed some things that are, by default, almost inaccessible, so to speak. And, I don't know. I feel like it being whatever. Why is this one tree so big? Why is that one tree so huge? What? What happened? What happened with the worlds in the Race Hunter? Why? No! Anyway, nobody wanted that item whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, I guess. Now comes the decision time. I have to consume this thing. I have to save this thing. I have to take out the thing. And I want this. So we put this here. I don't really need to consume that, but okay. This. I have curiosity. It's like a can. Unavoidably cans, once you know, like, if you put a gun next to a fire, it will most surely explode, but sometimes it doesn't explode. Amazing. Okay. It works. For me, it works. Acceptable. Here. Why is everything water? Water. Amazing. Also, can I run? No, I can't run. Well, I have the balloon still. Amazing. What? The fucking spider. Wait. I'm getting poison. Wait. No. Now I can do it. There we go. Your own false dream has been acknowledged. Hail Hagrid. Hail Hydra. No, don't say that. Don't say that. What the fuck? Why is it so strong? Because I have a fucking balloon. No, who could have expected that? I lost the first run. Lovely, isn't it? Isn't it so beautiful? I almost lost. Yeah. Is the balloon pop? Yes, it did. Okay, we're gonna be taking like 1 or 2 seconds here. But actually, I can drink. There is a... No, even if I drink, I cannot run through this thing. That's the problem. So yeah, time to patiently wait for the poison to slowly pass away. Meanwhile, we can hang. I don't know. I haven't paying attention to my readings. I think it's. I keep on saying the exact same thing always. I am amazed at the human capacity to actually acquire information. It is so sad to see how negatively understood or how bad mouthed the whole aspect of the capacity to study things ends up being. I always try to mention that in any form, because in the end, yeah, it's so great to actually encounter that, I can use my own capacities to keep on exploring and keep on seeing what is out there and what is available and what's not. And it is so beautiful. It's like one of the human functions that I feel like is less talked about for some reason. Not exactly in terms of for some reason completely impossible to understand why. It makes sense. I think about it like this nowadays. It makes a lot more sense that we are going to get told that we cannot understand things, because then you will not have a really the interest in learning stuff, you know? You won't really have the desire to be capable of processing, or not processing, even trying to read something quote unquote difficult, the something that constitutes a more full adult, quote unquote, has a lot to do with the aspect of why did I lose all my what? I got entirely scammed. What? Why did I just lose? Do you care to explain yourself? What's up with this? Why do I lose all my stamina on this area? Go screw yourself, man. I cannot get out of here. Ay. Isn't it so fantastic? Okay, that's our first run of the day. Amazing. Yes. Yeah. No, I think actually it's winnable. Once again, after seeing that this game has multiple difficulties, I have to assume it's winnable. No way it's actually hard to win on this game. Like, on the easiest difficulty, not possible. Yeah, I'm having so crazy to win. Here, what's this? Hit. Okay. It doesn't show that. But basically, there is like a thing that says somewhere hit levels. I think they're called. I don't really know. But the point is, yeah, we're playing on basic level basically. So after this, the real challenges begin. That's gonna be crazy. But we're not there yet. We are not. Oh my god. We are not at that point so far to actually have to worry about that. 45 minutes is actually quite a while, but we have to be willing to not use it so much. Here? What? Why is there a stash over here? What's up with this? What is the stash? The compass? The compass is actually broken, man. Okay, there we go. Here, what do you have? 45 minutes, good enough. Yo. Where are you pointing towards? Huh? There is another luggage over here. Huh? Over where? What, in the middle of the water? What is it, man? Where are you driving me? Am I going to die because of this? So what? Wait, where? Over here. Over back here. Here. Huh? Exactly on this position, like, what? What? Is the game bugged? There is nothing here, what? I have no punch. No, wait. I think I see some. Am I losing it? No, wait. I see it. Oh my god! It was real! It's underwater! I cannot reach it! Amazing! So it wasn't bugged. Good. Good to know. Sorry for not trusting you, dear Pirate's Compass. Amazing. The moment of revelation. That's why it's necessary to have more trust. When you have so little of it, when things tell you exactly what you need to hear, but yet you still refuse to listen to what you are being told, it's so hard to actually do anything. Well, oh my god. To do things properly, so it's necessary sometimes to trust the process, you know? Sometimes it's good to actually be willing to say, yeah, this is it, this is the win. So, in this case, no, I'm just fucking. I don't know, I don't think that was rugged, that was so actually sad. Man, can happen, but obviously it did more bad than good. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so I was trying to say, I feel like early. It's interesting to see the challenge that this game in itself presents in some ways. I don't think all of it is not that it isn't interesting. It always has something interesting to it, but rather I don't think that all of it is fair, so to speak. Like, there are some things that are quite misleading, let's say like that, yeah. And that whole misleadingness makes it hard enough to actually understand what might be the proper courses of action and what not, and that's quite hard to, quite complicated to deal with. Also, here there is another. I didn't open this one. What? There are 3 things over here. Amazing. I have a question. What happens if I do this? Holy shit! I didn't mean to do that. Thank God I didn't kill myself. I wanted to just throw the item. Anyways. I was saying basically that, yeah, it's always something weird to realize that games have that weird aspect to them in which there is a challenge, but it isn't truly or entirely a challenge in terms of, oh wow, so hard to figure out what's the next thing that I should be trying to do, but rather it's a lot more about the simple aspect of, yeah, you're going to have these things that you might want to deal with or not, and the way in which you find out how you actually progress in relationship to all of that will define how well you keep doing the rest of your adventure, so to speak. And I don't know, I think there is always something to learn playing enough runs, so to speak, no? But at the very same time, there isn't really that much of a lesson in the grand scheme of things. It has a lot more to do with the willfulness of the player to encounter new ways and whatnot, to keep on progressing and keep on encountering, yet more on methods to deal with the set of challenges that the game throws at them, basically, yes. And if it wasn't for that, I don't think that most of what happens here will really be considered. So, no, I don't think it has to do so much with it being finishable or not, but rather the aspect of, yeah, this is... Holy shit. This is what we all say is worth pursuing, yeah, you know? It's, in most cases, when that factor is absent, it feels like there is nothing to really go for. Like, you have to do a lot of work to convince yourself that it is fine to keep on pushing. It's, I don't know, I think, to some extent, I make that argument to some other degree. I also don't really feel like it's completely honest. To some degree, you can always think that, what truly constitutes a... This wall is incredibly vertical, holy shit. I almost killed myself. This is the proper place. Okay. Is it? I think not, right? Like... Wait. Can I sit over here? Yes. Here. Didn't I come, like, over here when I was? No. It was over there. Like, a similar enough place, but not exactly here. Was it? Was it? Oh my god! Stop falling! Yeah. Such an amazing experience. Oh my god. Go up, go up. Oh my god. There we go. I am pretty sure I was here, like last time I was going up. No, probably it was the other bridge. Also, how do people... I have seen it so many times in the clips, like... People somehow breaking those rising bridges. Yet here I have never experienced that. Has to be related to the weight or something, because... well, it never happens to me, so who knows. But that's the quote-unquote advantage of playing like this. Can you reach? So much of the platforming is so absurd. It's crazy, actually. But yeah, I remember something about this actually being one of the only handful of games that actually does the whole exploration thing in this way. It's great enough to see that, to some degree. To some other, it's actually sad to realize that, yeah, it's true. You would have expected that it would have had many more, not I don't think it is out the competitors, but simply people offer and demand, as always. Like, more people would have said, yeah, I can also try, see if I can create something of this sort. I guess it has to be complicated to be capable of making something that looks like this, that doesn't feel exactly like this, so that you can actually create something of your own, you know? But it's always... I don't think even so it's like entirely impossible. It's an easy answer, actually. I was gonna say, yeah, you can think that the developers therefore don't really feel like doing that unavoidably. There are so many things that don't really feel at all interesting to be created. When you look at it from a developer's perspective, it's obvious that it happens because of that to some degree, but it also has a lot to do with, maybe mechanically speaking, it's not really that simple to just go ahead and grab all these features and make something out of that. Also, I learned these mushrooms are poisonous, actually. So yeah, I'm going to eat them. Fuck this. But yeah, I say it. When I say it, I meant what I said. I have done my research. This time, I'm not going to be caught unprepared. Fucking pig. I don't want to No, I thinking about it, like, I have to accept entirely that I got so greedy at the very last second. I felt so close to making it. I had to push as far as I could to try to make sure that I finally reached the destination, so to speak. Even if it wasn't even that necessary, and that led to my completely, in this case, avoidable demise. And I don't know, I think it was bad. Because of that, it was quite bad, yes. But that's life. Sometimes we wish for things that, even if they seem to be at the very grasp of our hands, we have to be willing to admit that they aren't, so that we can actually progress in a more proper way, you know? And by me not having done that, by me having wished for far more, I ended up harming myself quite a lot, unnecessarily so, basically. Also, is there any way that I can go up here? Or how do I do this? Here, yes. 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 Great. But yeah, the human greed is an essential. Okay, not essential, not essential. An unavoidable aspect of life. We always have that portion of greed. A fundamental, also, not unavoidable, a fundamental aspect of our existence. We always have that desire to try to do some things, even if we can almost entirely realize that it's not going to lead to great results. It is still existent within ourselves, the illusion that we can achieve far more than what anyone else did before. So, in that whole work, it is that we end up encountering that, yeah, no, actually, we might not call it greed sometimes, but it is still anyways greed in its most basic form. Like, you look at it from a different perspective and you call it other thing. You know that it was greed. And you know that, yeah, it could have been avoided, it could have been not accepted, but sometimes we have those lower desires, parts of ourselves that are moved, even if we don't really want them to be activated within us, so to speak, and when that happens, there is nothing to really do. We are a prey. We are shackled by those sensations. And also, I can admit, I was tired enough to be pressured by my own mind into believing that, yeah, I needed to win so rapidly, so quickly, lest something bad were to happen. But that is how we act in most cases always, so nothing to really avoid. Also, a scroll. What does it say? Add a lab? Oh my god, no! As we approach the peak, oh my god, the temperature has begun dropping dramatically. Seeking constant cover is a must, and getting caught out in the open when the wind is strong can be a death sentence. If all else fails, huddling with your friends to share body heat might just save you from an icy grave. Do you know what's the best part? I have been thinking about this. I don't know if I can actually win in this mountain, because I'm pretty sure it's quite impossible to actually do that. I cannot cuddle with anything else, unless there is like a buff or something that lets me keep ahead. I am quite condemned this time around. No, I don't need the ring. Let me move like that. So, it's gonna be so difficult to actually win, but it will be. We will encounter what we have been looking for. Part of life is being capable of admitting that you wish for things, so that you can afterwards follow them. follow your desire, so to speak, you know? And yes, this is just another one of those cases. It's necessary to admit that one dreams with something else. It may not happen at all, you know? That's all. I am in the middle of the trees. If a fucking wind comes, I am so done. Here, I think I need to dip my toes, like at the very least, for 1 second or two. Something tells me. Okay, true. Good enough. So. Oh my god, really? All damage? You are joking with me. No, not the fucking wind here. My god. Really? Now I need to wait down here. Don't you love that? I can try to do it. Okay, it worked. Also, there is a... Am I not touching it? What's up with this? Ah, my head, once I take out the lunchbox, my head gets pushed through the rock, so I end up like clipping into it and seeing. Makes sense. Understandable. Wait, can I go over here? Amazing! Okay, we did. First area, first half of this area rather, has been clear. From here. Oh, so where to was? Yippee, exactly, entirely. We're almost there. You only need to survive all the rest of this. But I said it before, if I can win this part, I can win the rest. It's doable, it's entirely doable. I thought it was much harder. But I think that mentally, I don't know how much. I was gonna say mentally, probably my limit has been set on this part. Perhaps I have limited myself to believe that I cannot win as easily here. I have seen myself too many times fail to understand that I can actually do well enough. Look at this bridge! Amazing! Also, this one does look like 10 times more unstable than the other ones. So, perhaps... Who knows? What do we have here? 45 milk. Yeah. Willow, some 45 milk. The problem is... I cannot go over here. I cannot go over here at all. So I need to go over there. So... Can I do this? Like, can I jump over these things? No. I need to emit there. Oh my god! Exactly the timing that I needed. No. Stop. Calm, man. That was so absolutely close. Oh my god. I'm dying. Thank god I didn't die at all, actually. Why is this game so hard? It's literally difficulty 0. How can it be so fucking hard, man? Let me see. Can I get to grab the rope from here? No, I cannot grab the rope. No, I misused the rope that I had, and I have no more. Oh my god. Oh my god. I entirely screwed up. Something tells me that this is it. Something. I have received a revelation that this seems to be the end of times. This, for some reason, I wonder why. This doesn't look that innate anymore. Ah. Okay. Okay. Everything got healed. But I cannot anyways cross this thing. I can go towards there. Oh my god. Can I? No. Okay, I can. Okay, okay. Okay. There was a little clearance somewhere. Amazing. This game requires too much faith on things that are entirely unobservable. How do I know that I am not getting poisoned exactly on this point? I am. Here? Am I? I am. How? My god. Purple mushroom. Do you heal anything? No. Holy shit. I need... Holy no, 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 no. Okay, I didn't die. Oh my god, oh my god. What's up? Thank you so much for that. Can you stop? Can you stay still? Brother, can you stop moving me around? Hello. Can you fucking stop that? Wait, watch this. It wasn't that mushroom? Which one was it? I thought it was that mushroom actually. Holy... I am clip farming actually. Can I stop myself too? Like, no... No! All the poison is here with me. No, fuck. Okay, there we go. No more, no more. Also, isn't that like a route? The problem is that the other guy is entirely following me around, so... Ah, yeah. Okay, there is wind. Thankfully, I am getting slowly blown away, but not as much. Also, somehow the run didn't end there. I thought that I actually fell from so high and I was going to die, but... That's the wonder of this. Sometimes what we think will happen and what actually happens are two completely different stories. What matters is to be willing to test out all things, no matter what. Because it is in the discovery of reality itself that the person sees what is and what isn't true, what gets to happen, what doesn't get to happen. Also, I don't see anything. I actually need to increase my brightness or something here. I am, to some degree, guessing where it looks the best. It is too dark for me. Anyways. I'm back to where I almost died last time, I'm pretty sure. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I am exactly where I almost died last time. Oh my god. Can I find a place in which I can stop getting poisoned here? No, it's the wind. Thank you so much. Stop. What the fuck? So cinematic. Yeah, we are instantaneously activating poisons. Can I go? Okay, here. I will stay here for a while. I will cure my poison and after that I continue. The guy is coming. The mushroom guy is coming. And you might ask me, how do you know? Because I fucking heard him. Yeah, he's somewhere close. The problem is I am not healing my poison quick enough, actually, so... This might actually be the variant. I don't... Oh my god. I don't even get to do anything. What's this? This game needs more... like... What's the mechanics? That sneak mechanics or no? Well, I mean, to some degree, probably. It is sneak mechanics and whatnot. But... yeah, the stuff that you use to move around places without getting detected, basically. Because I cannot believe that the fungus guy is coming for me no matter what. To some degree, I have a ticking time bomb moving in my general direction, and there is absolutely nothing that I can do to fight that, so... I don't know, it doesn't really feel that great. It's more like, yeah, you have a certain amount of time until things are over, and you better start saying your prayers, because there is nothing else that you can do to avoid it. At least not in my case. I think also I will probably go now with the next winds. I will try to get some to heal more of the sickness. I don't know why it's taking so long actually, like I didn't do anything to have it last this much compared to other times. But this one for some reason is so incredibly long lasting. Can happen, I guess. But okay, almost all of it is gone, so I am almost done myself. Okay, yeah, I start instantaneously tanking debuff. Can I? There we go. Okay. The problem is, where to here? I don't get poisoned here. Amazing. This is here and here. No, I don't think I can. Oh, this is here the guy. Somewhere. Probably. What the fuck is that? A spider, I guess? Oh, watch my hand. Watch this tiny hand. Amazing. No, oh! I fucked up. I entirely fucked up. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional at all, man. Yeah, I have nothing to do. I feel like this one wasn't. Yeah. You know what? At least I will die with honor. There we go. Now you get to take me to the Valhalla, my man. It was great, but this... why are all shit so complicated sometimes? Life is misery. Life is pain. Okay. This is it. This is... what's the expression sometimes? The third time is the charm or something like that, probably. I have to believe. I have to... sorry. This is... I cannot keep losing. Something like that? Yeah. Something similar to that, basically. Why is it so hard, man? How is this game so hard? How can people speedrun it in like 14 minutes, yet I struggle so incredibly hard? Yeah. Isn't it wonderful to realize your inability to do things well enough? To become aware of all the problems that inhabit yourself. To have to confront that internal characteristic of one that makes it so that the things that we are trying to deal with are so impossible to actually solve. Okay, here we have an achievement to gain. That's why we are doing this. I think it is like this. Supposedly, it flew like 100 meters. Supposedly. We will see. What is my disc? Yeah, I don't see it. Ah, amazing. Ah, somewhere around here. There has to be a. I love the water in this game. It's so great. My favorite characteristic. Anyways, didn't even need it. Why do you have crouching? Like, why do you crouch in this game? Besides when you are in a game like you spam crouch, una buena the common universal Minecraft language, of, yeah, watch me crouch it, or something like that. Besides that, why can you crouch here? Like, why myself, as a single player, why do I crouch? Is there any actual function? Like, I don't think I fit in narrower spaces because I can't crouch or anything like that. Okay, big lollipop. Maybe to grab a tick? Ah, probably, perhaps. It could make some sense. Could doesn't mean that it entirely does, like, who knows? Me getting sleepy after a sugar rush. Pero, so, the next stop is that area where 3 entire. Ah, no, wait. Yeah, this one. There is something beautiful about this, and that's the seeds are. They change every single day, but during the day you can actually memorize everything, so that's like actually cheating. So, ah, that's why it's necessary to try multiple times. It's like a test. Every single Iceland, no, every single mountain is like a tiny memory test. You do it the first time, and you have to fail the first time that you do it. But after that, it all finally makes some. Wait, is this the good one? No, it is the fucking poisonous one. After that, you can finally win. You can finally achieve a victory. Also, there are actually like 4 entire amazing. What is this part of the Iceland? Why are there 4 different things to grab here? Like 4 different luggages to rope. Oh my god! Oh my god! We have it! We have the item. We have the greatest item in the game. Take this, take. No, I don't want. Okay, there we go. I can't. The problem is I should not use. What the fuck? 5 bags, one next to the other one. Amazing. Okay. So the question is, how do I go up from here? It's a rhetorical question. You have to scale the walls. Yeah. But yeah, I was saying something about the whole aspect of having to really try multiple times. I believe so. I don't really think it actually is like that. Like, I don't think the developers thought that the players should have to fail a first time to afterward be capable of winning. I don't think that's the intended way of playing the game. But it allows the possibility, like, with enough repetition, you get to memorize the proper pattern to take, and after that you get to decipher how you're going to confront the challenge of going up thanks to that. And after that, then you finally get to say, I won. I did it. But also, once you get to also learn where the laggages are placed and whatnot, so that's like, to some degree, actual cheating. Because unavoidably the items are so powerful. Yeah, but this is the first area of the Iceland. Later on, you also still get to do the same, and even if you didn't, I guess if you get lucky enough, probably you can get like 2 or 3 amazing items down here and take them with you for the rest of the adventure. uphill. But it's not like it's actually, I'm just describing something very basic, I guess. Can I not forget? Oh my god. So next is, here I feel like yes. There we go. Like this, yeah. No. Okay. Hiding the value. This is it. This is the sorrow that needs to happen. Is it? Is this the sorrow that needs to happen? Peak is out. What is peak out, actually? Like, besides the friends that we make along the way, what is the message of peak? The challenge that you had to go through? Unavoidably, I think, actually, what's, I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't remember, I don't even know if I have ever heard it. Really, like, mentioned in itself. There is a concept that has to do with things have their own implicit meaning in terms of, yeah, this is associated with this other notion. And besides that, fuck you, rope. You also have the things that impose meaning onto other things. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about the aspect of, in this case, good night, Crispy. Thank you for being here. Have a very good rest. Have a very good one. Look here. And I need to do something, yeah. I need to eat something also. So amazing. Me. At least the machine is clever enough to know when to do it. I am tempted by that. I was here actually, I remember this part. Which side? Here? Is it? Yes, it was here. Okay. Yeah, I was saying that. The whole aspect of some things get their meaning, the more proper expression is their meaning imprinted onto them by other things, basically. And it also happens, or what happens, basically. I think that almost any game of this sort gets the meaning of the myth of Sisyphus, you know, imprinted onto it. Any game that has a mountain which you have to go up through, yeah. Any mountain that you have to escalate, that you have to climb, sorry, that's the proper word, yeah, has the symbolic value of Sisyphus applied to it, even if it isn't really what the developers themselves thought. So that's why am I saying this? Because I said what is actually the meaning of peak, and unavoidably then after that it becomes far more understandable that, yeah, I am pretty sure in most cases actually people are going to assume that peak is about the whole aspect of the enjoyment of the adventure in itself and whatnot, and I don't really think that is the case. I don't really feel like that's what's the developers intended to some degree. And besides what's the developers intended, the whole aspect also of, I don't truly feel like that's so much true, because it doesn't truly seem to be intended. There is no, I said it before, it was about you need to fail before you get to try again. I don't truly think that's the case. You can actually win. The problem, I myself am not good enough to do that, but you can actually win in your first run and not have to worry about anything else. Like, you can win and not deal with any problem whatsoever, but you have to be very good at the game actually, which I'm not. So that makes... Holy shit. The winds are coming. The winds are entirely coming. It's so scary. There we go. Can I aim? How high can I aim? Or there? Or... Wait, that's poison? No, 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 no. That's not poison, right? What the fuck was that? Here, okay. Good enough. Oh my god. No, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, I wanted to grab that. Okay, that's the fun part about that fungus, that you can basically set a surface. That's the point of it. But wait, what's this? There we go. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. No, no, no! How much I hate the wind. Whoever designed the wind. No, oh my god. This is too vertical, that's the problem. So, we go from here. Can I get up over there? Like, can I actually... Yeah, I can, no? I can reach it from here. Amazing! The problem is I can do here... Okay. Here, here, here. But... in the moment in which a wind comes and it blows me away, I'm fucked. So, I have a beacon with me, like one of these things. What if I set them down on a tree or something? I can also... No, I can't. I can't use this. I can use it here. Okay, 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 here. Here it comes, here it comes. Wait, wait, wait. Isn't this what I'm looking for? Like... It could have actually helped. Sorry, I am useful. It could have actually been useful, yes. For reaching my objective. No. You don't have to jump, actually. Why is everything so far away? Okay, there we go. Am I going to reach the other side? I am doing it wrong! There we go. You might ask yourself, how did I know? Because I also know how circles work, my man. We're going to wait. I can have all the patience in the world. I'm not going to risk it. Oh my god. It could have blown me away. I would have been like literally on the fucking border over there and ending up absolutely dead because of that. Also, wait, why? Why is pointing letting me end up higher? That's not intended, something tells me. But, intended or not, we're gonna take advantage of that. Also, this is like such a narrow sump. Can I actually make it? No! I am a fucking... I'm not going to tell you. Can't happen, can't happen. I am a clip forever, actually. It was unintended. Can I make it, actually? What if I cannot make it thanks to that fucking mistake? I can't. I'm going to shed a tear. Yeah. entirely deserve that. And now I cannot reach anywhere else home. Fuck! Let's try again. Let's... Doesn't matter. Also, wait. Now that I died, I can actually do this. Watch this. Phew. Yeah, do it. True. True. What a great game. Wait. I thought I didn't exist for a second, but no I do. Oh. Hey, wait, can I... Is it because they get like a higher rating? Probably there is no fuck you sign. There is no middle finger emote. Crash out? Me every single day of my life. Anyways. This looks promising, so promising, brother. This is the win that I was looking for, actually. Like, I say as I die yet again. Wouldn't it be amazing? Okay, rope, bandages, cookies. That is great, that is great, that is great. Okay. What else? I don't think I have anything really to... No way, I cannot get past the second island at least. Island? The second part of the mountain. Anyways. Kiryu, I was looking for you, man. Exactly. One of these. I need this actually. Okay, I was saying then that I don't know. I don't think the game is actually a Sisyphus reference in any way. Like there is like whenever you talk out that symbol, there is always an element of randomness. Like you get struck down by something. In this case, you can adapt so that you don't actually get punished. An actual Sisyphus game will be one in which, at random, you get destroyed by something. Or like, okay, the more proper narration is Sisyphus was forced to repeat the same task over and over. And when he was very, very close to finishing, to getting done. Or no, I think it actually was once he finally... The mountain, okay, let me explain it properly. It's obviously no one here has ever heard that story, so that's why we need to retell it. Sisyphus was this guy who had to carry a rock. The reason why was because he angered a god, so his punishment was that thing, basically. He had to carry a rock to the very top of a mountain, and the moment in which that happened, he got struck down to the very bottom to restart from the very beginning, and his life was in a loop. I don't think this game is actually like that. I don't... Everyone can actually see that obviously there is no such random factor in terms of, yeah, I am getting... As I'm approaching the very end, I die, and I have to start from the beginning. Any mistake that happens is because the player itself did something quote-unquote wrong. Well, I mean, no, in this case it isn't really that quote-unquote, it actually was something wrong. There was a mistake at some point in the player side, so that's what led to the conclusion, yeah, to the final conclusion of, wow, now I actually have to start from the beginning. But it also is actually possible to win, so my point was the imposed meaning that this game acquires, just like any other mountain game of this sort is, yeah, this is a story similar to that one of Sisyphus. I don't think so, actually. Not even remotely. The striking similarity of it being a mountain, like nothing else has ever before used mountains to tell a story. That part is skippable or something that we can actually ignore, let's say. Because yeah, it matters to some degree, not really substantial in terms of, oh yeah, if you don't take that into consideration, everything else makes no sense whatsoever. So no, it's not particularly about that. But then, what is big actually about? That's my real question. I have no clue. I don't really feel like I can understand what is... Everything has to have a meaning? I don't really think so, but unavoidably. It also is weird to make a game like this one without any message whatsoever, like, yeah. I guess, okay, the proper concept, the proper explanation always is, games of this kind don't really get to have so much of a hard, in terms of explanation, whatnot, complicated meaning, because unavoidably they are multiplayer games on their very core, so you don't want the players, yeah, to be thinking so deeply about what's happening and whatnot. You want something that is easily digestible, but even so, it doesn't mean that there is nothing. Like, the narration is something along the lines, okay, I think it was clear enough, I just forgot about that. The whole aspect of don't forget about your friends, no, the probably is that's what matters here, no? The whole social conversation and the whole aspect of the... I don't think you can always call anything that has something to do with this kind of conversation morality. It isn't really morality, but the easy way out whenever you try to utilize those very same philosophical terms is, yeah, this is referring to morality, therefore, not really, but the whole basic sense of you're in a journey, or the game supposes that you're going to be playing this in a journey with your friends, so that means that you have to do this with their company, and therefore also the aspect of you have to help them. Don't forget about your friends. That's why you have stuff like, what is it? I don't remember his name. The random guy that comes to kill you, basically. The old scout or something like that, I think it is. That's a possible meaning. I don't think it really... No, okay. It's not that I don't think that it is... It isn't that, but rather, besides that, what else could actually, like... What makes any sense in that context? The notion that, yeah, the companions that you take with you matter to the point to which your life depends on them. Obviously, that's basic enough. Like, if you... I don't know, it's too much of a distant reading on something that is in itself not so clear, but, like, you can hear... My point is, you can always hear explanations of this kind whenever somebody tries to, yeah, because the metaphor that was here, it's 90% of a metaphor is what I make up out of that and what I tell you that it means, even if it doesn't at all even remotely mean that. Because metaphors are so open for interpretation, I can impose some of those onto the things that we are talking about. To the point to which now Big is out not just companionship, but the fidelity that you have with your closest friends, companions, and how you have to sometimes sacrifice yourself for the sake of others. That isn't really what it means in this one case. Like, that isn't really what is being said at all by the game. But you can assume that it is. And you have no way of knowing if it's true. I chose to. Of knowing if it is truly not the case, because it's plausible enough, basically. Like, something funny about the creation of arguments of this sort, in which anything that sounds minimally rational in that sense works. So, yeah. In this case, for sure, pig has to be. So much about that, so much about how you need to be there for your friends, as much as they need to be there for you, how much you both have to be willing to give up a little bit of yourselves in order to save all of you. Like, there is something. An even easier message is the whole, like, precept of it is only by not being so self-centered, not with those terms, but the whole notion of it is only by accepting that I am giving up a little bit of myself in order to save the rest, that I can also save myself, you know, that whole idea of by working hand by hand, we can reach much further than if I did all of this by myself and nothing else, which in some cases is actually wrong. Like, I'm not saying that in itself it's wrong, but rather I'm going to fucking... How was I supposed to know that rogue? Doesn't matter. So, how the fuck do I get to the other side? There is no clear way. How do I get to the other side without getting poisoned? I think, like, I can't not get poisoned, but I can avoid taking as much poison as possible with this route, I have to assume. But yeah, I was saying, the whole message of, yeah, you are talking about the notions of how by lowering your self-importance, you get to survive the journey, simply put. That's quote-unquote always present, and that makes, in this game, still what, once again, it's not really what is being said, like, I'm making purposefully a wrong metaphorical assumption of what the meaning implied or utilized here is, and it sounds plausible enough because it's something generic that can be applied, but it is... I would be willing to bet that, yeah, a developer hears what I'm saying and they say, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't think about that at all when I made this game. Makes sense. It's not that it doesn't make sense what you're saying, but it wasn't what I planned when I made the game myself. I didn't think about something so complex or so deep, whatnot, simply put. You're assuming way too much. I want this thing. Can you give me the mushroom? There we go. This really sickens me. Yes. Welcome. Sometimes you have to be willing to be greedy otherwise. Holy shit, this was an empty tree? Amazing. Can I actually get up here, or like I need to wait for a second or two, no? Something tells me. No, amazing. Wait. Where do I go to? Here? Yeah. And from here. Where to? Oh my god, a bandage? Amazing. There we go. I have two routes, like I can use these. I have an idea. Why? I am the master of clip farming. That was so... No! Entirely deserved. You know what? Just take me. Take me. Take my life. Take everything that I ever have. Make of my existence something less. Don't keep it being this painful anymore. Don't force me to suffer like this. Okay, there we go. Do they have anything? Like, I cannot open this, you know, like, amazing. Why did you lose so much? Why? I think that it's because I started something or something. Can I make it actually? Something tells me that I can't. What a great video game. Okay. You know what? I have an idea. Give me this. No. Give me my. Oh my god. I move, but my items don't move. What's the point of the wind? I could have cooked my cookies. I could have, but I forgot about that mechanic. Because I... No. The last 5 minutes on this wall. At least with this I learned something. I thought that these platforms disappeared. I didn't grab. But I know that now they don't. So that's so amazing. Wait. There we go. No. No. I ate all for nothing. No, wait. This is good. This is good. No. Fucking take me, man. I give you my life. I give you my existence itself. I give up all of it. I want liberation from this run. I accept it, man. I accept it. I failed enough times. Cannot win. I cannot win like this. I had... It was a good run, actually. I literally fumbled the moment in which I threw the cure all. I got to the very top and it was literally the best item for that place, actually. Thinking over it, but... The past is behind us now. Even the present is immediate past, the moment in which we think about it, so... I will take a break, no, I cannot deal with this. I will take a break. I will take a break. I need a second to actually calm down. Meanwhile, let me order this thing for you. Give me a second. I will be back, but man, how can you screw up like that, man? Don't you... That can happen. It's part of the human nature to fail, to not do things entirely correctly. It's part of our very journey. To see that what you are wishing for doesn't lead exactly to what you are hoping for. But it's all fine. That's why we try. That's why we look forward to the future and we decide to keep going. Because even if we fail, maybe tomorrow we don't. So, yes, we may give a second anyways. Good evening. I'm back. I never even said hi before. Like, we started stream, I think I directly got into the game, but can happen sometimes. Even our most basic manners get forgotten because we can easily ignore all the things that we always had to, all the things that we wanted to say. So yes, welcome, here we are. Nothing changed. Just checking. Okay, yeah. I have something. I feel like something always complicated about all of these things is that in reality, even in many cases. Okay, let me more properly draw a picture about what I'm trying to talk about. In this whole experience of going towards stuff and doing things and whatnot, there is an always present element of, sadly, much of what happens in these things, in the studies that I perform. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Yes, the things that I have decided to dedicate my time to learning. Basically, there are a lot of elements that are related to the notion of you might never get the possibility of understanding this unless there is a particular aspect itself of personally approaching the knowledge that is wonderful because it has a lot to do. In the end, I don't think I myself being able of saying as many things as I do about studying and whatnot as I do nowadays, because yeah, unavoidably, there is no desire to study anything on the blank thing that is the human once or when it is born, let's say, yeah. I can see that. But after that, when it comes to the nature of I having developed myself, I having become a more structured person, so to speak, and whatnot, in that whole formation of my personality, there is always going to be present a degree of desire, interest in actually learning, observing, and getting to understand, decipher basically all the things that are associated with. Yeah, I can actually. Okay, we have this code. I can actually explore enough concepts, enough things, so that later on, therefore, I can make sure that this, so to speak, doesn't just help me, but also lets me understand more things. The basic theory of mind, of knowledge, of I can absorb basic notions so that I can later on build more notions that depend on the foundation of those previous ones. Basically, like, I cannot talk to you about arithmetics if I don't understand a basic maths. That's the easiest example always. Okay, inside all of those equations, there is also a degree of, I feel like unavoidably, we have a lot of also stuffs, things that are associated with the aspect of, or no, okay, sorry, besides that, that's basic enough. Besides that, on the other, in the other scale, there is this issue with what if you don't really feel like paying attention to what you are being presented with, to what you are being told, to what you are being given, so to speak, in terms of notions that you are being inherited and whatnot, you know? All of those other parts of knowledge that you chose almost to ignore, basically. which plays a huge role when it comes down to sometimes things could make a lot more sense if you chose to dedicate yourself to their discovery. Like, you don't really get to know simply because you can learn. You also get to know one of the major aspects in the absorption of knowledge is your interest on it in any kind of way. It doesn't even matter in which way sometimes. In any kind of way, as long as you're interested in learning, you will do so. And that's fundamental enough. Also, can I not kill myself? And in the presentation of that idea, there is always I don't think it is an issue, but rather the whole aspect of how much you truly need to be interested on learning. Sometimes it's weird to see how much of an emphasis there is. Like, I don't create anymore a cult around the notion of, for example, being pertaining to an elite that can learn unlike these utter, what's the expression? Uncultured swines who don't desire to educate themselves, but rather I pertain to that particularly special sector of the population which is in itself interested with hearing something that is worth their time and absorbing something that helps them in any other part of their existence. That kind of superiority is what gets born out of that other message, and that's what I feel like unavoidable is not even bad. It's much worse to some degree, because it's true that you need to be willing to pay attention, but it also can happen. Something beautiful that happens is, as long as you hear some things, as long as some other person in your environment is trying to make sure that the message gets passed down, so to speak, the possibilities of this knowledge getting it sounds, I think to some degree unavoidably crazy, but it is still true. The whole osmosis of I am interested in that, in the fact that you learn out this. Because I make sure that you get to listen to this, even if you don't want to listen to that. And because that happens, there is a huge portion of I am now getting not exactly ahead, but simply allowed to explore the things that I care for and the things that I want to see and whatnot, unlike before. So that's amazing. That's much greater. But yeah, my point is, it feels like all of those things gets ignored or get painted as if they never actually existed, let's say. And that's what I feel like is strange, because unavoidably so much of what we get to see nowadays relies on, like, for example, a good example in itself is always, you don't really, in many cases, understood why you had to go to school, for example, but you anyways were forced to go. The system makes sure that you are forced enough to go, even if you yourself don't want to. So it should serve as a good enough solid evidence that it can be the case. Like, for example, you want to learn about astrophysics, you want to get a degree in astrophysics, even if you don't feel like doing so. And I hope you get what I mean in terms of you cannot become the best person ever in this field of knowledge in terms of all the stuff that you get to know and all the stuff that you get to say about that, simply because you're being forced to have that happen. Like, putting a gun against your head doesn't make you a better mathematician out of nowhere. There is still a part of you that needs to be capable of dealing with that, being willing to have that happen. You know, like, some people can actually... More so, I mean, it's always a difficult example in terms of it's an extreme example, so you get that sometimes it's not entirely true. Like, you don't really see that many people being forced to learn all this stuff. Depends. Yeah, depends on what are we actually talking about, I guess. To some degree, you can always make the argument of, nowadays we actually have a lot of things that are being forced on us, some pieces of information and knowledge that are getting inserted into our psyche almost in terms of, yeah, you have to be willing to talk out this, and you have to be interested in the conversations of this sort and whatnot, and you have to participate and all of that. Yeah, but besides those, in a more specific manner, or in a more basic notion, actually, not as specific but basic enough. Yeah, things that deal with the absorption of complex notions has a lot more to do with also you yourself truly desiring to watch them, desiring to approach the knowledge itself. Otherwise, it doesn't really happen, basically. But I don't think it is all that bad. I don't think it is all that negative in terms of, oh wow, you couldn't care, so you are dead. Also, I don't understand this thing. I saw a video about this lantern. I don't understand it in terms of, if I use this, is it going to constantly be providing buffs? Or is it going to slowly be running out? Here, I use it. Yeah, it seems to be running out only when I have it in my hands. I don't even remember what it does entirely, but we'll see. Going back to what I was saying, basically. And yeah, one of the funny functions of all those conversations is the degree to which nowadays my major point is really how sadly now we have gone back to an era in which there is an elitism, but not anymore related to the capacity or not of having a special quality in yourself, but rather to the whole, you're not interested enough, you're not willing enough to learn. And that's where the segregation gets made in terms of in comparison to you, I'm so willing to know and so willing to read so many books and so much more. And I don't know, I guess on a other day this is still bad. I don't think we can entirely get rid of that, so to speak. Like, I feel like to some degree, basically, it's part of what we're always gonna be talking about. Whenever you can, you're going to have something that will let you and that you will therefore utilize for the sake of creating a dimension of separation between you and that other person. No? So, wait, it is here. I have something that I don't need here. What do I not need? This. I don't know if I want to save that. I want to take this. What am I doing? I want to. No, you know what? Give me this. And give me this and save this. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Save this. Give me this. There we go. This has to be the run. No! As long as you run against the wind, you don't get to be thrown out, I think, so that's good enough for me. Can I go over here? Yes. Yes, I can, entirely. So, we are exactly on the same area in which I almost died last time. Can I play well enough, or am I going to die? We are going to find out. I think over there. Here we go. Yes. It wasn't really that high. I mean, it was like almost half of my current stamina bar. Wait, you know what? Here, this thing comes in handy, actually. No, wait. Equip this. Can I? No. Wait, how high can I actually get? No, I passed out? Fuck! What? No! I swear to God. The game isn't that hard. There is something wrong somewhere. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're at least allowed to go out there, you know? Imagine having the possibility of getting out there and seeing the world. Instead of having to suffer with this. Also, wait. I think I can get the butter. No? No? What are you talking about? What? This isn't something that you can grab? Huh? So unfair. Huh? I see. I see. Oh my god. Yeah, really? You can reach that? Well, I was almost there actually anyways. Oh, I think I don't want to say last run. I cannot. How can I lose on the second part? How? 2 hours and we haven't gone past this area. How? How does that happen? I don't want to believe it, man. Makes no sense whatsoever. But well, I was trying to explain before I had my almost entire crash out happen. That yeah, one of the many functions that happens, that exists in the conversations that are created around the whole notion of yeah, pure unwilling is also, particularly, as I was saying, in the fields that I decided to study, aka psychology and whatnot, and philosophy, there is always a lot of... I think that's one of the things that they share the most, actually. Frictions associated with the unwillingness of the person to realize some things. Like, I think a simple way to talk about it, for example, is absolutism has a lot of itself based around the notion, not the old school, but rather it's sometimes good for you to not realize that you live an absurd life. Your life can be, but you better not talk about that than to actually do it. Because the moment in which you have to realize that, the moment in which you have to accept that this is the case, you might as well have to encounter with the reality that indeed this seems to not make your existence much better. This doesn't make you much happier. So you might as well avoid acknowledging this quote-unquote reality. so that you preserve yourself and whatnot. And that is, once again, I feel like that's present to some degree in almost all the conversations that exist. Out those concepts, it's easier for us to remain ignorant and whatnot. It's easier for us to remain willing to talk about that and whatnot. And to some degree, I feel like it can be true, it can be an honest analysis that, yeah, you have your portions of yourself that you are not going to disclose, simply put. But there is also a huge portion of that that is related with simply, I don't know, I don't really want to. I am constituted in such a manner that if you are trying to force me to therefore talk out this other, not simply less attractive, but directly distractful aspects, notions, I am not going to really try to listen to what you're saying. No, I'm not really going to try to pay attention to what you're telling me, because it hurts myself, not in a productive manner, like, I don't know. You like to kill puppies every single day. You have to realize that that is bad, and unavoidably, if I try to tell you that directly, you might as well not be capable of handling that quote-unquote truth. So, you have your problems arise, and you have your situations, and your drama exist, and whatnot. And that can be an event, yes, but there is also a portion of fakeness in terms of, but not everybody has something so horrible about themselves, you know? Like, not everybody is doing so many things utterly wrong to the degree to which you have to worry about what you are hiding next. Can I withdraw? There is a really no resting place here. Don't you love that? True. So I didn't really mean to sound bad, but it has to happen, I guess. Is this the place that I was going up to before? Yes, I think. Something tells me that it wasn't, but it works well enough for me, so. No, it was, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, then, this is alright. But well, I was saying, basically, that yeah, a lot of those weird descriptions of frictions that the person experiences that are made to sound like there is such a huge problem in relation to the willingness of the discovery of the self and whatnot, but I don't know, I feel like unavoidably a lot of that is also not entirely true. Some aspects are complicated to fully grasp, like you don't truly possess such a vision of what you as a person are, and because I'm trying to give you something so outlandishly different from what you actually believe you in your present time you get to be, you needed some adaptational time, simply, so that you can later on be capable of saying, okay, this is what you are telling me, this is how I can fit the notion inside of my mind. That's a more appropriate way of thinking about it, I feel like. And once again, I don't really enjoy the whole conversation of so much of the person is unwilling to any of these conversations, unwilling to have any of these discoveries about the self, reluctant to ever speak, ever talk about all of that in any manner. Okay, we have this. The problem is I cannot really do much with this, right? Like, I can actually do some degree, but there we go. This Okay. No, I didn't actually need to save that. I need to take this out. I need this. This. Okay, here. Next is... Ah, it already gave me that thing. Okay. True. So here, what do we have here? Airline full. This goes here, this goes here. This goes here, this... I don't need that one. Yeah, I don't know if I need 2 milks. One of them is good enough. But yeah, okay, continuing with what I was saying. And I don't know, I feel like sadly most of those conversations, not relations, any kind of personal relation gets seen through that filter of yeah, the person is going to be entirely willing to talk out all of that. The person is going to be entirely willing to disclose, discuss, and understand all of those personal, the personal dramas are surrounded by frictions that are impossible to solve because the person needs them to remain with that very same shape, basically, which isn't entirely true, so to speak. Like, it sounds clear enough, but that's more of a semantical play in terms of you make yourself suffer so much when you don't truly need to. Or rather than the proper acknowledgement of, I don't know, sometimes I don't really get to have the possibility of just powering through some aspects, some conversations, some things. And that then, once again, requires time to be done. But it's doable in itself. It's not like, well, I will lose my life if I don't... Or I will lose my life the moment in which I have to think out this. The reduction of the person to such a non-functional being is strange. Also, there we go. Finally, a place in which I can hide from the winds. We have this. The problem also is I don't really know how much I can actually scale anywhere, like go up in any place in terms of... I don't really think I can go that high with these things. I don't really feel like that's going to happen. I just need to trust a little bit more, I guess. Or something along those lines. I would actually, if it was for me, I would wait, like, down here, the next burst of wind, or... what? Let me... do it like this. Okay. Let's say over there. It fucking failed. I wasn't even remotely close. Can't happen. Oh my god, yes. Please tell me that you don't get swept away. Tell me... No, no, no. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Give me how much? Like, I have a very long... I can do this. Yeah. Oh my god, it doesn't even let me get remotely close. Isn't that amazing? What do we have to do here, like? I have to use the button to set more, I guess. Otherwise, what do I jump from here? Like, okay, this is literally the best time to do this. Okay, here we are. We got to a minimally. No, it's not even close to being a safe zone. Why? I wonder why. By getting constantly hit with the fucking sleepy debuff? I wonder so much why, actually. Isn't it so hard to decipher why is this a bad zone? There is literally no point where there is no poison. Here. Okay, here. Here. Good enough. Good enough. Oh my god. What happens if I throw this? I will actually stay here for a second. Do you have anything to this? I think actually this might be a good enough way. Additional route is actually go to for this area, entirely go to actually. I can get out to this. And yeah, I will actually use that here. How much can I actually use? Can I use all of it? We will see how much. I didn't check. I didn't check. Entirely my fault for not checking. Oh! What the? No! This guy? No way! Wait. Before you launch yourself at me. Wait a fucking second! Wait. Go down, you foul beast. There we go. There we go. Now I need to actually rush ahead and let me take this. The problem is I think it can endlessly run and I cannot do that. No. I am kinda screwed. Yeah. Compared to this motherfucker. Go down. Ah! Hate this. Oh my god! And you don't get affected by the wind? You have to be soaking. Give me this. Give me half a second. Okay. I'm running. And from here, where do I go? This is the way. I cannot go up this. I don't have enough stamina. Because my dear friend, the mushroom guy, took all of it away. Thank God. Wait, I can throw you down here. No, we can't. And you, for the love of God! No, I died. I got poisoned. Yes. What do you want me to do, man? I have one thing. I have one thing that I want to try. I saw something. Let me get past this. Also, why do I have no stamina? What the fuck? Watch this. I have one theory. Here, this custom options. Stupid stuff. I want to see. I just want to know what happens if I use that thing. What happens? Does the run not work if I use the grapple mode? Does it get invalidated if I do that? Let me see. Rescue claw. Okay, good. Let me actually check, man. I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm pretty sure this is not going to be accepted. Like something. I wonder what tells me that it isn't going to be a valid run. Also, why does it have to use an inventory space? Who thought that was a great idea? And you still take 4 damage, which makes TCing greater. Yeah, I'm going to slowly kill myself actually by using the glow so much. The problem is you kinda need to know where you're going to land, otherwise it's kinda meaningless to have a glow. Also, surprisingly enough, they didn't make the milk heal you somehow. I can see why in terms of it will be quite unbalanced. Besides avoiding you some damage, it also prevents you from or heals you from some of it that you already took. Will make it probably an even higher priority item than what it is already. Okay, I get why is this mode enabled then. You can actually spam the glow so much. The problem is having the control enough to actually do it, but it can happen, I guess. It can be done, basically. through. Now over here goes to here. No. That was a great hit actually. And I like how you pass out and even then can use the claw for some reason. Can you? Oh my god, it's too hard to control the camera like that. Yeah, no. If you become a ragdoll, it's kinda impossible actually to control the camera. But no, I can't do it. I cannot do it still, it's too hard. How is this game too hard? Can I help? I don't want to give up, man. It feels so worth to actually do it. It's not really that impossible to win here. Like, there has to be something missing. There has to be something that I'm not paying attention to. Some part that I'm ignoring. I don't know, man. I want to say peak is over. This is it. No way. How can that be the case? How can we settle down so easily, man? How can it happen? It shouldn't happen. Weird to see a little bit of the hand, like, until here. Wow. Amazing. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm I cannot learn to play the game well enough yet. I haven't done that. The only... okay. I thought I was not going to have the rescue claw anymore, but if you say so, my man. One last try with this. Just for the fancies, you know? A little bit of fun. Never killed anyone. I say yes, I literally killed myself last time, actually. But well, does it matter? Sometimes you have to be willing to break some bones to make some tea or something like that. It's actually so amazing. Oh my god, you can chain hooks until you can't. Also, this isn't a solid thing? Like what? Are you telling me? Makes no sense whatsoever. What? Whatever you say, you do. So here we are. Now we're over here. Okay, here. Great. Then over here. Yes. So how do you actually... if you jump, you cannot get out. Tough sometimes. Oh. Why? Is that the case? Who said this makes any sense? But wait, the problem is... Yeah, no. Oof! That would have been the very end. Oh my god. The close way to cards to control, at least for me, man, I don't know. I want to watch somebody actually speedrun the game with this. It has no... You know what will make it great? Some swingings, the possibility to swing around the place, but I cannot do that, so if I ever decide to throw it on one direction, I am fully committed in that one direction. What? What the fuck? Or here? No. I'm there. I'm not there. I'm so great. Yeah. Yeah, you see, also you become a ragdoll sometimes. For no apparent reason whatsoever. Makes no sense. It's way too hard. The claw makes climbing actually hard. Unless... Watch this. Watch me kill myself with then. Oh my god! Okay, good enough. So, the problem is, where to from here, like... Oh my god! Okay. Pero... Ah! Anyways, no, the claw doesn't work. The claw... No, I don't want to say it doesn't work. Maybe I am just too bad. I'm incapable of using the claw. Like, I need to learn the attack. I am washed. Well, I don't know. Maybe actually, sometimes you have to know when you say that it's over. That's what makes things great. You accept your limit, and your limit is more than good enough to know that you have to retire. Like, it could work otherwise, but it's too hard. Welcome, season. Hope you're doing better than ever before. No. Than yesterday at least. Here we are. One more run. Here we are still in this game. I have still to win a run. I am so bad at this game. It's impossible for me almost. How does it happen? How do people win so easily? That's the real question. But well, yes. Hi. I don't know, man. I can do all of this in like, how much? 12 minutes or so? That's how long it actually takes me. Not really that much. But after that, everything else is impossible almost. Things... I think... Maybe that's the problem that I think. I need to... This game is far more about intuition than what anyone can ever decipher. You need to feel the correct way and just go towards that, and that's it. But I don't know, it's too hard anyways. It's too difficult to win. Feels like there are so many impossible aspects to it. But maybe it's just me, maybe. Maybe it's not that hard, maybe. Maybe one can win rather easily. When things are done properly, who knows? It's just don't know, and that's what kills me. Not knowing if... What is the problem? Why can't we win? Why did we not enjoy the blessing of winning today? It has to be ability, cannot be anything else. Okay, we have a chain launcher. That's amazing, actually. We can get rid of these, we can take these. We have 3 launchers, actually. We have a bandage and some cookies too. Okay. This is looking far more promising. Now I just need to not screw up, man. If life isn't almost always about start, isn't what we do centered on the mere possibility of not failing? Isn't the commitment that we get to see for the things that we say we love doing based on that very thing? Desire to keep on going, continue, not give up. It's too hard. It seems too hard for me. It's not that it won't, but I don't know. Just still don't get the proper formula, the proper approach. It's to be something that I'm missing here. Patience. The same is about patience. Most, if not all of it is about doing things slowly enough. You cannot climb the mountain in a second. You can climb it in a day, but not in a second. So, against that quote-unquote relation, the person struggles. Can I get over here actually instead of levitating through? But I don't know, I feel like there are so many other things that don't really seem to be about patience here, like out of nowhere something, some insect, some weird stuff comes following you around. You have to run so much. And all the patience that you got there gets thrown away because now it's time to get all anxious and all moved by the intensity of those encounters. Ah yeah, the random events also kill you too. There is almost nothing good that happens randomly. The gates are the only minimally good thing that you get. Everything else is out to get you almost. But it's just me. Also, this is exactly where I wanted to be actually. I don't know. Is it? How do I get to the other side of this then? Also, I need to eat something. The hunger bar is lowering. Wait. Is there a place to land on here? Like, here, okay, yes. Okay, we have it. Amazing. But I don't know, I feel like no matter how much I try, I will perhaps never win here. It's something else, it's the lack of trust. The process is not that impossible, but the person is not capable of believing that it can happen, so that already makes it almost entirely unachievable, therefore. That is always bad, because so much of it has to lie on the belief that things can go well. If that is not present, then what do we end up with? Fear state kids, nothing else. So can I go inside here or is that not really a way? Can I actually? It really seemed to be the case, like... No, wait. It actually is. Amazing. Okay, good enough. yeah, I was saying, I don't know, it feels not, the dream. That will be impossible sometimes. What are we sacrificing here? What are we giving up? What do we gain by committing so much of ourselves with the desire to win this time? What is there for us after having tried so hard? What is the thing that we end up with in our hands after having done so much of this? Are all of these efforts justified? Are is all that sweat and tears shed to achieve it justified? Does it need to be? Does it even matter if it is? It's also about the importance of not giving up. That's what I believe it is about. It's never, once again, I said before, it's not even remotely close to Sisyphus. In Sisyphus there is nothing to gain. In this place there are so many other things to encounter, so many other aspects to take into account, challenge to actually overcome, a reward at the end of it all. Even if it is some visual, not even upgrade, just purely aesthetical change. That's better than nothing, no? But still, this is so hard. Let's see. Let's see. Scouts Master? Amazing! A completely trash item. I love this game. We are the very same place in which all of this started then, so you have these three things, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that much different than before. Is it? Is it really going to be? There is one other thing also to do, that is to get the mushroom. Probably if I don't fail placing it anywhere, it can change some things around. Probably. But we will see. Yeah, I actually need to take a tiny break. I need a second. Yeah. I need a, yes. This has to eat. This has to go well. This is the run. Trust. Also, yeah, BRB. Okay, this is the last try. But this has to be the good try also. Sometimes I feel like gonna avoid it early. The lack of faith is what makes progression attaining it so impossible. But what do we leave if all the other times it didn't look? It even had far more beautiful views than this time. You want me now to say that it is looking great? It isn't remotely as amazing as before. I cannot lie and say, ah yes, this time, sure. Perhaps there is something else at work. Perhaps there is another part that hasn't been observed by me. Something that escapes my mind, simply. But whatever that is, whatever that a missing aspect is, I don't. Not only do I not know, I also probably cannot even understand it to begin with. I think I will store this. I don't really feel like that's the greatest idea, but through that. Now to go down here. Get this. Go up here. Okay. This is the run I want to believe. We have to sometimes go against all that we have seen before and trust in the things that we do. It's such a fundamental aspect. Sometimes even the most attainable of dreams can look like it is impossible, but because the person chose to never say that it wasn't doable, the results that came out of that were far superior. And that might be the case here too, you know? Okay, this is one. The problem is, over here I think I need to shoot the second rope. Okay, a little bit higher it could have gone, but doesn't matter. Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. Get up here, get up here, get up here. There we go, yes. Let's... A parasol? What is this? Does this thing let me... Oh my god, yes. The problem is, it's probably going to fuck me up. No? Yes. Wait. There we go, there we go. It did fuck me up. Okay. I'm in an entirely different area. Ay, ay. What do I do here? Do I think I will store this and save it? We will see, we will see. Perhaps this is destined to work. This is the one that goes well. Simply. Because once again, it doesn't matter sometimes what one can believe or not. The results speak for themselves. And that's more than enough. But one just needs to give them enough time to actually see those very similar results. Otherwise they never appear. They never become apparent and the person can never grasp all of those beautiful discoveries. Where is the wind coming from? Ah, from here, okay. Can you not throw me off? I will ask you again, there we go. Okay, here we are. Problem is... something tells me I cannot really do that jump. Rock cannon? Over here, I guess? Where do you land? Not remotely close to where I needed you to land. This is bad, isn't it? Is there any place for me to stand over here? Like, you truly are telling me that I cannot stand over there. Why? Let me get up here. Let me get up here. I beg you. No. Even more? Oh my god. How further down did I go, man? To the very bottom? Really? It's over. No, not really. I can do... Okay, I did this entire part through here, so I can do that. Yes. Works well enough, I guess. Minimally well enough. So, I have a tiny question, like... No, the wind stopped. I wanted to see what would happen if I... I got poisoned. I took the wrong... Holy, can't I go up from here, like... Chain launcher. Why do you not want to chain yourself to any of these places? You know what? We can screw entirely the other place here. From here? This looks like a minimally well enough. No, okay, no. Not at all. Not at all, actually. Yeah. It looks way too much like a vertical, literally only vertical place. Wait. Can I do this? Like, no, if I do this, you actually screw me over entirely. I see. I see. So fun. What do I do? Okay. Jeez. There has to be no place to go over here, right? Yeah. So this isn't the right direction at all. So? But wait, I think I figured it out. I think I actually believe you now. Yes, I have one way. I have one way. I have one idea. It can work. Please, believe in me. Believe. The next one, we can make it. We can make it. I found a way. I found one direction that isn't entirely poisoned. That's all that I needed. I can... Okay. Can it actually work? Like, I think I need good RNC, which I don't really get sometimes, so... We have... how many laggages do we get, like, laggards itself? Like 10 boxes total? No way, I don't get any of them, actually. But perhaps... I have to actually think about this. Let me select this. Let me... Why would I use a balloon? Ah. I have to sneeze, thank you. This is it. I know it. Trust me. I found one method to win this run. Perhaps, I don't know. Actually, like, the only issue might as well be that we will end up needing multiple rounds to actually win. That's the only bad thing. Like, is it really that great if we need 5 rounds and then I get lucky enough to get what I was looking for to win? I don't think so, but sometimes that's better than absolutely nothing. What's the expression? Sometimes even 1% of a possibility is much more significant than 0. Sometimes even 1 chance to accomplish your dreams compared to none at all can keep you moving forward, because you realize that it can happen at that point. So you have something worth going towards, and that is sufficient enough to actually try. Try harder than before even. Because when you don't even know if it is possible, if it is attainable at all, you don't want to try, but once the person grasps the reality that it can be the case, that it can finally be, it can give them what they are looking for, then so much of it changes. Okay, have this. Next is... what do we have here? Rope cannon. Okay. Have 1 item. This is it. This is the run. We are closer than ever to winning, actually. What do we... Oh my god! Oh my... Finally! Dear god! How much did I need this RNC? Okay, this is it. Life shines brightly on us. Wait, just in case I will actually keep this thing. I think I have a balloon over here too, no? Yeah. What happens? No, okay. I was thinking that multiple balloons made you fly, but that is like with the bundle of balloons, so not this. Great to know at least. But well, yes, it's... we can do it. This is the run. This is what I have been looking for so far. This is what I have been hoping for. Also, what are the multiple balloons doing, like, in itself? What does a balloon do? What's the point? It doesn't lessen your load, so... only God knows. After this, where do we actually go, man? Is it towards here that I have to go instead? No. Then? No. Where is the safe box, like? How do we reach the safe box, rather? Safe box, nobody has any fucking clue what they're talking about. I know, man, sorry. There is 1 cage with items, which I want to go loot. It's the first layer. We can win this one easily, so it's better to stoke. or sell some other stuff that can be gained here. Otherwise, here. Okay, here. In this area it is. I think you need to do like this, and after that over there. Supposedly your rescue box or something like that is placed. Over here. Over here. Over here. Not here. Okay, yes, over there. There we go. Okay, yes. We have it. Things are finally turning the way in which we want them. Destiny shines those who don't give up. You never got the message. Never understood what this was about. To try again and again until it finally goes well. Till it finally gives you the possibility that you were looking for. It might be a slim, but never absolutely zero. Let's see what do we have. Energy drink, I don't need you, but I will do you a favor and I will use you. There we go. Here, and I like how it doesn't last that long even. It's like so meaningless, but better than nothing else. Here, and the only problem still is I don't actually know how to get around this rock. This rock vexes me. There we go, like that. Okay, we have these other two boxes. What do we have? Loot 1, energy trash. Loot 2, fortified milk and rope. I think none of them actually work. Like, yeah, none of them are that great in themselves, so. We're good, what? We need them. Okay, this is... So far, I don't know, yeah. I need to play this so bad to actually lose, man. But beware of the anxiety sometimes. To believe that you are capable of achieving things is to become confident. Confidence breeds so much, such a degree of willingness to stop looking with high concentration to what you are dreaming about, to the point at which you forget that you still need to be cautious about what you are trying to achieve. To the point at which you end up not realizing that you have given up what you wanted to actually get. Here we are, roots. Okay, that's bad. Can you give me a heal item, please? Give me an all cure, a fairy lantern. Works well enough for me, actually. This and also this, and I will take this and we'll start running. Okay. It's all or nothing now. Maybe it works out. Maybe it doesn't work out, but we need to do it. We need to try it. One last time. Cannot say that we are done until having exhausted this possibility too. It looks much more greater than ever before. The degree to which not trying would be bad. Also, now I took damage. Why? Great question. Because I didn't jump? No clue. So why do I go around this tree? It's so unnecessary. I can actually go across here, no? Like, yeah, I never realized that. Why was I doing this whole trip? Spending like 20 seconds going down there. Amazing. Wait, because I think I need to like... Oh my... Ah! There we go. We can wait here for a second. No. I think I can actually... Yes. I can actually even get across this thing without having to sacrifice my own... Ah, can I? I don't think I have enough stamina to get across trees. Something tells me that I don't. I do? Amazing! Amazing! Okay, we're in the best area possible then. Wait, how do I get across this? Can I get across this? Like, first. There we go, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Wait a second. Here. Here? Is it here? It's across here, no? Okay. Yeah. What's changed? I started to finally believe on the possibility of doing it just to fucking kill myself. But sometimes you have to fail to realize that you're being overconfident. You deserve a tiny wave of reminder that no, you aren't there yet. Even if you feel like you have done it, even if you believe that you have accomplished what you were looking for, success is only present for those who can actually work hard enough for it. And you have yet to do that. You haven't gained all of it yet. You not get to celebrate before you win. So yes, this is... We're almost there, but not there yet. I feel like probably... I should wait for the next wind blow. Just in case. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Perfect conditions, actually. Entirely perfect conditions. This will go well. No! Okay, yes. Okay, no. We're good. Over here I can drop, yes. There we go. Okay. I should probably wait for the next wind also, but... anxiety will get the best of me. What if I draw this, like... over here? It's not much, but it's not nothing either, so... It's not all my stamina. If I had to repeat, I could get it like over here, but I am not going to repeat this thing. Where do I... here? Okay, yes. This looks right enough for me. Just tell me that I have something to land on. No? Nothing? Okay, yes, I have. I have something. Okay. We are... better than never, actually. And I have some medicinal roots. Also, holy shit, the guy is here already. No. I hate this game. To be killed by this guy. After trying so fucking hard, you are fucking with me. Okay, I need to shit here. The next wind. Okay, there we go. Can it pass? Can it pass? For the love of God, can it pass? Okay, here we are. No, there is nothing to sit on. Yes, there is. Oh my god. Oh my god. But here, there is nothing actually. Yes. So, I will need to use the... Can I use it there? Is this like a... Way too dangerous. I wouldn't have done that if it was for me actually, like... Tell me that we are done. Tell me, dear God, that we are done. Tell me that we get to pass this area. I win. My mind goes to rest today. I at least got to get across that fucking horrible poisonous land. I can't, for the life of man, I cannot survive the next cold area for sure, but I got past that already. At least I could do the secondary. I take anything that I can. I am satisfied. Sometimes, it's in the end, it's not all that matters. Just getting to know that you survived off of the most torturous part fills one with happiness. Also, what the fuck is this next area? Mushrooms? I didn't have to eat that. Can happen. Can entirely happen. Alpine. Day 2. Oh yeah, it's cold. It's the cold area. So how do we do this? Pandora's lunchbox. One rescue claw use remaining. A Pandora. Also, can I cook this? Yes, I can. Ah, amazing, there we go. I didn't think it was going to restore my health, actually. I can take this out, I can take this, and... What was that noise? What makes... What makes that noise? What makes that noise? Anyways. Excuse me for the... What is it? For the... Epilepsy. Okay, this is entirely new. I have no fucking clue how to win here actually. Like this? Okay, you have to just get cover? No, yes. Yes, and yes, and I fucking forget out that's the very first second that I see it. Amazing. But can you go like on the surface? That's the fun of this? Going to the surface, I guess, I don't know. Also, it's so high, what the fuck? I don't know, I something tells me that I want to make it to that top surface, actually, but who are we to worry about that? Let me see, what do we have here? Let's hit bag. Okay, so I can utilize this, right? Like, do you keep me? No. It's like an unuse? Huh? Do you get like frostbite or something? Why would you need that? In terms of, why would you actually use that when it isn't blowing the wind? I need a cover. I need a cover. I need a cover. I need a cover. I am going to die. Here? Is this a good enough place? There we go. Ah, haha, no. It is? No. Is it? Yes, it is. Ah, no. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, but the heat pack is scaring me. Thank you so much, heat pack. We are thankful for that tiny heat pack. Here. Right, here. There we go. What do we have? Let's chain launcher. Dora, you can go have a great day. There we go. Okay. Wait. More lights? Why is this area so filled with lights? Amazing, actually. Done. There we go. No! No! Yes, I want the rope cannon, actually. I do. And I can throw it anyways. Why? You might ask yourself. What a great question. I wonder why. What the fuck? It fell even more below. Go. Have a nice day, man. Have a very nice day. Okay, here. Big lights. Take this. I didn't mean to take that, actually. I wanted to take this. True. What is that rock? Oh my god! Oh my god! Huh? No pile? Huh? Can you really not kill me for the love of God? There we go. It seems so strange, the winds are like so random sometimes, I feel like. Maybe I just don't actually hear it. Maybe. Here we are. Deep blue eyes. Does it have anything special? Like, is it dangerous? What's the point? What's the point? What the fuck is that other thing over there? Huh? Excuse me? Here. What is this? A hit pack? Yes. No. Shelf fungus? Ah, amazing. Wait. You actually get saved. There we go. I took something out? No. Okay. Okay. This looks great enough for me. Wait. You can stand where? Here? Yeah, here. This area is like 10 times easier than any of the other areas of this difficulty. I say as I get killed by the word. No. Okay. Okay. It actually means that the real part of exploration begins. Or it might actually get difficult, so... Holy shit! I didn't expect to fall that deep, actually. Where the fuck am I? Huh? Can I get out of here, like... Do I have anything to heal? This. You heal me? Yes. Thank God. Just wanted to see. Ah, I have to actually turn it off. Okay. So if you have it in your inventory, you have it. If you have it there, you have to. Understand, or yes? No, not really, actually. Orange. I don't know what. Winterberry. Good enough. Surprising that the developers didn't say, ah, yeah, you chose to eat the winter fruit. You ate roast. Status effect inflicted upon you. You're welcome. Do you not get cold here? Yeah, I don't. Okay, so this area is like only difficult to actually explore because you have no fucking light whatsoever. But besides that, what's the real difficulty here? Getting to know where to go, I guess. Why does all the crystals shine too? Like, what's up with that, actually? Over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, as I have said then so far, what the fuck are you talking with me? Really? I get hit by the thing over here, really? You think so? You think it's logical, reasonable, even? I am going to die out of cold because you say so. Really? Where do I go if not here, my man? Can you heal me? Yes. You know what? Use it entirely. Fuck it. And there we go. Nothing more to do here. Goodbye, Fairy Lantern. Thank you for your great service, actually. I am entirely dead, actually, I know. Oh my god! Tell me that I don't die. Be sweet to me and tell me that I don't die. I did. I did. Unless the frost removes itself from me, I am there. No, wait. We are so bad, complete. You thought, didn't you? I fell from so fucking high. That's a problem. But I don't know, I think I am actually there. No matter what, like, next wind is going to come and it's going to kill me. I don't have enough time to actually heal this much cold. You can't get up here? Yes, you can. And there is my backpack. No! It's over for me. It's over. Say goodbye to my family. Say that I loved them for me. Show them that my very last seconds, I thought out all of their wishes and dreams, and I made sure to remember. Don't say that I died trying. Say that I went out. Oh my god, I didn't die. Amazing. See, why are you so dramatic, man? Can I actually make it? No. How do I warm myself then? Here? It seems to be something about being in an incredibly cramped space. Yeah, okay, I can warm myself here. Then after that, we're going to the backpack. I like how unavoidably, if the wind was coming from this direction, no? It should be hitting me entirely, but who am I to actually decide what the rules for this game are? If the game says that I don't die, I should be happy that I don't die. Okay. Throw this. Now that I lost something that I don't even remember what it was, I have this on my hands at all times. You really cannot fit over here? There we go. Here? Okay, here is exactly where I fell last time, no? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you not damage me? Okay, am I in a cramped space? Yes, I am. Can I get... Needs to go down. Here. I think the only thing that I can actually realistically do is grab that. Okay, yes. After that, what the fuck is that? Is that a chest? No, it's a sacrificial chest. I don't have enough HP to actually try to open that, realistically speaking. Fuck. I will need at least an apple or two, and there are none of those available over here. This is stingy game with no resources. Ah, yeah, you should have prepared yourself before coming here. Why didn't you do that, man? You know so much. Why didn't you do it, huh? Why don't you come here and play? Okay, I'm not dying at least. Here either, so that's great. We are going to wait. I'm not going to throw myself towards there and die and kill myself and explode and lose it. Okay. Oh my god. How did I take fall damage? Can happen, okay. This amazing. What do we have here? Give me something great. Oh my god, 2 boxes in a row. Hitback also so great. What do you have? Lantern. Back yourself, man. Back that lantern. Ah, but you were going to need that for the next area. Fuck the lantern. Darly fuck the lantern. It's so on theme to have a chain in the middle of a icy area. I have no clue how immersed I am right now. I feel like a guy going to the Everest saying, ah yes, I can do it. Can I get some energy back for the love of God? I am slowly getting some. Okay. Here comes the... yeah, and I don't have any more heat back, so I need to actually find cover. Can I actually find cover, or is this the great end? This is it, brother. Goodbye. I don't really feel that much hate, actually. Was good enough. Got close enough to winning, but couldn't do it, so... it can happen. New hat also, what the fuck? Climb past the roots without ever having more than 25% spores. And goat, basically. That's what this means. But no. Anyway. Couldn't make it. the pressure of winning got to my head and killed me. No, I cannot try anymore. That last try killed every ounce of hope that I had left. But I guess next Iceland we're going to see what happens. This one is done, and I am so rushed or something like that. How much time? Almost 4 hours and not even one win. Next one. Ah, we are still going to be playing Peak. Amazing. At least Peak and nothing else, man. Nothing. Why did I have to say that I wanted to play Peak until I got a win? Why did I ever have to say that, man? Why did I ever say that thing? Who was the person who said, yeah, you know what, it's a fine idea, you should actually do it. It's over. Dogesa emote unlocked. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually over in a very crude way. It's the end of all things. I don't know, but I don't have it in me to do one more. So yeah, we're done. This is it. This is this run, man. This is this Iceland. There is no code, so I cannot even say, yeah, for reference, we played the Iceland XY734H. No. There is nothing to actually tell you, so. I can. Wait. I can only tell you that thing won. Wow. Lived the expedition? Indeed, brother, indeed. What a video game. How can it be so hard, actually? But well, yeah, it was good enough. It was good enough. Yes, thank you. Thank you for everything, guys. As always, thanks for the time, the patience, the interest, all of it. As always, also, take care, remain well, hydrate, rest, all of those things. We will see ourselves next time, whenever we can see ourselves. Most surely, probably tomorrow. But we will see, yeah. Besides that, I don't know. Once again, thanks for everything. And yeah, even if we don't get to see ourselves, still, take care. Be respectful of others. Dream big. And all of those wonderful aspects of life. And yeah, see you. Thanks. And bye-bye. Do you imagine I forget to end the stream on YouTube?